So I built a little something in Minecraft, and I think it's about time I just give you opinions on some of the blocks I used here from the 1.17 updates. So let's get started. I'll start off with the tough blocks. As you can see, they are pretty good for rocks in general, around the lakes and stuff. I think so, at least. And I feel like out of all the blocks, I don't think they blend with stone that well, but andesite and cobblestone they will blend terrifically with. But overall, I think it is a good idea to add a gray variant that looks more like it could suit water a bit better. And now that the glow leech's also here, I'd like to give my opinion on this as well. I personally think it is good when you want to like emit things that are like more of a gray texture, and it does add a bit of like moss to it, so it looks like it's more old and stuff, as you can see on the rocks here. And this even applies to like even like the normal world itself. Like you could just put it around the rocks as well. And right here is like a prime example of like what it looks good in. Now this is like all the blocks I used around, but let's move on over here to the moss blocks. Now for the moss blocks, I think they're a beautiful add-on for grass. They really do help you transition from a stone variant to grass very easily. And I do like that they add carpet versions for it. I really did think we needed that for like decoration stuff. Azalea bushes, I do like them a lot. I feel like they add more plants to Minecraft than like what we actually have so far. And for the leaves, I don't think we needed them really, if I'm being honest. But I do like the flower variant. It's nice to have some flower bushes, you know. But besides that, I think that's all the blocks that are around the whole thing. I'm going to be talking about the candles and the spore blossoms now. Now, for the spore blossoms, I do have a bit of critique on this. I do love the fact that it omits particles, but when you set it to night, it doesn't really glow, like, at all. Like, if I put it down to 0, you can barely even see them. It would be better if they could glow more, or, like, the centerpiece could, like, glow out more and have, like, an emitting yellow. But I do love the fact it drips down particles and other sorts of things. Now for the that we have, as you can see here, my favorite version of the my personal favorite part of the candles is that it can emit different lights off based on how many candles you have in it. I think that is a very cool concept in general. As you can see, I do like to add a bit of ambience to my builds, so I do like the fact that these floating candles like flicker the flame on and off, and they're not too visible. Like I should have used black ones, but you know, it is not too visible. But like then when you're over here, you can just see like the little flickers of light in the distance. I do think it's a great idea that they give off different types of light sources, and like it can get brighter and brighter based on how many you have. But yeah, that's my critique for the candles. And now we're gonna move on to the ones I have in the lake. It's back to daytime again, because then I can see better. So this block over here is known as the drip leaf. It could be used for like parkour and stuff like that. In terms of a parkour block, I think it is a cool idea. It's kind of like that thing besides like piston timings that you could do, because then you had to really be quick before jumping to the next block on these sorts of things. I do like them in a parkour aspect, but as a building block, not really, to be honest. It's not my favorite. I do not like it at all, actually. I don't think it really suits anything. I think lily pads are still a better alternative, and they should have made like this thing but higher up instead of whatever this is. But for like a parkour block that you want to do some parkour on, like this, I think it is a brilliant idea, to be honest. And yeah, so the small drip leaves, I love these things. These things are gonna be my new decoration for ponds and stuff like that. And as you can see, I used a lot of them, but I put them in specific areas, because if you put too much of these, it's not going to work. But this is more for like small ponds and stuff, the small drip leaves. I feel like and there was more like variants of them, it'd be more interesting to see. And yeah, that's really all the critiques I have for all the blocks I've used so far. So there is going to be a part 2 to this, so stay tuned. And last but not least, I finally have a TikTok, and I'm going to be posting regularly for once in my life. So please go check it out, and it'd be much appreciated. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!